Hello? Oh, Luke, I've been waiting for you to call. Yes, I'm all ready. No. I'm afraid I'm going to have to veto that idea. I'd like you to pick me up before Bobby and Joe. Oh, come on. Come on, I'm still the boss lady, and that's got to hold some weight. Yes, that's true. You are going to try to recover what I lost, in spite of Robert Scorpio's tricks. Yes. All right, I'll be waiting. Now, don't let me down. Bye-bye.
What is it you've lost, cousin?
Could I answer it?
I don't know. We'll just see if it stops if it's longer.
Sarah, your mother's calling on the hall phone. Sarah?
Sarah's asleep. You see, she had a headache, and so she decided to go to bed early. Maybe her mom could call her back in the morning?
I'll have to. Thank you, Heather.
Diana, what are you trying to say?
Why are you making this so difficult on me?
Me? Diana, you're the one who's rattling on about Heather's obsession with PJ, and then you start talking about Stephen Lars.
I can't believe it. You're going to actually make me say it now, aren't you?
Honey, I don't know what you're driving at. Frankly, I've had a rough day, and I'm not into playing games, okay?
Jeff, this is no game.
All right. You sure could have fooled me on that one.
I am trying to explain.
Look, Stephen Lars and PJ are about the same age. So what?
They are more than about the same age. They were born on the same day. Stephen Lars is PJ.
If this is some kind of a sick joke you're trying to play on me, I don't like it.
It's no joke, Jeff. PJ is Stephen Lars. Why do you think I was so upset about you and Anne being together? I was hoping, I was praying that one day you would turn to me and we could be a family together.
I don't believe it.
It's true, Jeff.
PJ is Stephen Lars. Look, if that's true, if, mind you, that's true, how long have you known about it?
I only found out about it recently.
Recently?
That's right. I had to think about what to do.
Oh, of course. Of course.
You don't believe me.
Why should I?
I just told you I had to think. I had to figure out what to do, how to handle it.
And what did you decide?
I thought that maybe there would be a chance for you and me to have a life together with our son.
You and me.
Oh, Jeff, it could be so beautiful.
Diana, what is this? Why are you doing this? Is it because we spent that one night together? Is that what's giving you ideas about us?
No.
Well, then what are you doing? What's this all about? I don't understand why you're talking about the two of us together and PJ. Don't you see that all that does is cheapen what we did have together?
No, it was beautiful, and it can be beautiful again. Jeff, we can be a family. You, me, our son.
How dare you? How dare you try to trap me with a lie like that? A lie about your son.
He's your flesh and blood.
Diana, don't.
You can raise him. You have found him.
Diana, why are you trying to torment me with this fairy tale that PJ is Stephen Lars?
It's no fairy tale, Jeff. It is reality.
No, it's not.
Please, Jeff, don't shut me out like this. I am putting my life, I am putting my future on the line by telling you this.
Your future?
That's right, my future. I know that you can get an attorney and you can take PJ from me. But that's a gamble that I have to take because I finally had to tell you the truth, Jeff. I finally had to. I want us to be together to raise our son.
You're serious, aren't you?
Jeff, you told me you were through with Anne.
No. Anne is through with me.
It's because it wasn't destined. Jeff, please. People have learned to love one another. Jeff, please. You can try and love me enough to raise our son. Just give it a chance.
You look great. Oh, thank you. You like it, huh? You're sensational. You're going to be the best marcher there. Oh, I got his approval, don't I?
Oh, very impressive, Anne.
Come here a minute. Let me check that hem, will you?
What's wrong with it?
Well, nothing. It's fine, but I just want to check out Mrs. Renfrew's work. Oh, it is very good.
Yeah.
Looks so much better shorter.
Ah, thank you. I like it, too. Hey, listen, what about doing some homework? Come on. Well, I have to do it now.
What, now Tommy is doing his now.
I know, but Tommy likes to do his early. I don't. And you don't like to do yours late. Now, come on, let's scoot. Okay, I'll go. Kids have been resisting homework since time began, I suppose. Huh?
Well, some things remain constant, Anne.
Yeah, not all things, though, huh?
Now, what about the capes for the other nurses? When are you going to get those?
Oh, gosh, Diana's expecting... I'm not even going to change out of my uniform. Don't worry to think I'm not going to show up.
You know, Anne, I'm really proud of the way you've remained friends with Diana. It took a lot of courage on your part.
Yeah, well, don't be too proud of me, Steve. When I found out that she slept with Jeff that night, I wanted to kill her.
Anne.
Well, it's the truth. Sometimes, as much as I hate to admit it, I just can't seem to get it out of my mind.
You're only human.
Sometimes too human, Steve. I think those tranquilizers worked. She's not going to wake up.
Just the way you like it.
Thank you. You're a perfect hostess.
Well, if I ever need any references, I'll know who to ask. Now, what do you think of my new outfit?
It's very eye-catching, I'll say that for it.
Eye-catching, you silver-tongued devil. Is that all you've got to say about my new outfit?
Well, it's extraordinary. I'm sure it was very expensive. It looks nice on you.
But you don't like it.
I didn't say that. I'm not an awfully good judge of women's clothes.
Well, I certainly hope Luke is more appreciative, or I just may spend the entire evening in tears.
You're a very slippery customer, aren't you, Alex?
Me?
You'll do anything to change the subject. We talk about the weather, we talk about your outfit, we'll talk about tiger hunting in India. Anything to avoid answering my question.
Well, my darling, you really must forgive me. I must be getting incredibly scatterbrained. Now, what was it that you asked?
What you lost, how you lost it, and how Luke Spencer's going to help you get it back.
Oh, that. Well,
Yes, that.
I think you just must have misunderstood me, Alan.
No, I didn't misunderstand you at all. I heard you quite clearly say that you had lost something and that Luke was going to help you find it. You also mentioned somebody named Robert Scorpio. You might tell me about him at the same time.
Edward, come in, come in.
Hello, Alex. Alan.
You certainly know how to mistime your entrances, don't you?
Does that mean I'm intruding?
Oh, of course you're not intruding. And isn't it nice that Alan's home for a change? It'll give us a chance to catch him up on the business.
Why, have there been some startling new developments?
Well, I'm not so sure that it's startling, but you may be interested to know that I've talked to Lee Baldwin about joining our team.
Our team?
Yes. I'd like him to take over some of the corporate work for ELQ International.
Why didn't you offer it to Zelda Bernstein?
Well, Alan, Zelda never handled our corporate interests, just my own personal legal affairs. And she has her hands full with that. But I'm sure Lee will do a fine job if we can just persuade him.
Well, you said you approached him. What did he say?
Well, he'd like to think it over. I'd like to cement the deal tonight. I've invited Lee and Gail to come over here and talk about it. They should be here shortly. Mm-hmm. I imagine you would like to sit in on the discussion?
I'd love to, but unfortunately I have to catch a plane to New York.
New York?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll echo that. New York? I mean, what's all this about New York, Alan? You haven't said a word about it.
Well, I just must have slipped my mind, Monica. Just shows you how distracted I've been. I have to go to a meeting for the Hardwick Foundation in New York.
Oh, I wasn't aware of any meeting.
Well, you wouldn't be, would you? I'm the one that's on the board, not you.
Well, yes, Alan, but, well, I keep in fairly close contact with Larry Forsythe. He just never said anything to me about a meeting.
Well, I guess it must have slipped his mind as well. What difference does it make?
Well, I think it's rather an imposition of him. I mean, asking you to fly to New York on such short notice.
Isn't really. I've known about it for a week, but as I said, it slipped my mind. Now, can we move on to another subject, or better yet, shall we move back to a previous subject, Alex?
No, we could talk about the cocktail desk. Oh, I imagine that's the Baldwins now.
Yes.
Well, let's find out, shall we?
Absolutely.
I want to talk to Larry Forsythe, please. This is Alan Quartermain. Larry, it's Alan. I want you to cover for me, old boy. Will you do that? If anybody asks, I want you to verify that I went to New York tonight for an early morning meeting with the Hardwick Foundation tomorrow. Please. I'm obliged, and well, I'll explain it to you next time I see you, okay? Thanks so much, Larry. You're a prince. Bye. Now look at the Cheshire Cat.
And with very good reason.
What are you smiling at?
Secrets, my dear cousin. And as long as you keep mine, I'll keep yours.
Well, Lee, Gail, how nice to see you.
Alan.
Hello, Alan.
Hello.